Welcome to the stock workout where we flex on the market to make gains. In this video, I'm going to be talking about BNGO, ticker symbol BNGO. This stock had a monster of a day, up 22.27%, currently sat at $8.40. Post market is sat at $8.40 as well. It's had an absolute huge run up today, since Friday in after hours and today in pre-market as well. I made a video earlier on this morning and I explained that $7.82 was the level of resistance we needed to break, and that was the level that we needed to keep and sustain ourselves above. We absolutely smashed through that and we even held way higher at $8.40, so that was really good to see. Now, earlier on, I mentioned a little bit of news that came out about Bionanogenomics. It came out this morning. I did mention it in my previous video, but for those who don't know, it's a quick one. Bionanogenomics rally continues amid CCO appointment. Bionanogenomics shares up more than 12% pre-market as the company named Jason Pryor as its chief commercial officer. So Pryor, who has held sale leadership positions at GeneDx, Sema4, and PerkinElmer Genomics, has sales experience in genetic diseases and cancer testing, as well as pharmaceutical sales. For Bionano, he will lead the commercial teams across the platform and services business to drive sales and market across with third-party payers. The company shares, which have gained nearly 19% in the last month, have more than doubled in value year to date. So this was a bit of news that came out. I'll leave the link to this in the description down below. But taking a look back at the BNGO chart, huge run up from the low to the peak. Let's take a look what it was. Let's take a look from pre-market. So it was up. Well, it gapped up, so we'll have to take a look from down here. So it's up a total of 23%. This is coming in at 23.91%, so just under 24%, and then it went down to where it is now, up 22% for the day. Now, previously I did point out this flag formation here. Had a huge, absolutely huge breakout as well. On the 5-minute chart in the day, we did form this slight pennant formation over here, and we had another breakout and went and saw highs of $8 and around 86, 85, 86. Since then, the price has cooled off a little bit. Now, volume for the day was absolutely huge, which was great to see. When I made my video earlier on in the day, I did mention to keep an eye out on volume, and we did see absolutely huge volume. 86 million for the day. Average volume in the last 10 days is 24 million. Market cap currently sat at 2.34 billion. Now, on the screen, I've got the 21-day EMA alongside the 50, 100, and 200-day moving averages. I've got the volume and RSI. Already spoken about volume, so RSI is currently sat at 46. Anything above 70 is overbought, anything under 30 is oversold, so we are sat just under neutral. RSI has been trending off on a decline a little bit throughout the day. That would be due to just a huge run up and then this little sell off that you're seeing now. The price will come back down after having such huge gains, so that's absolutely normal. This was the price point that we needed to break through, $7.82. We've absolutely smashed through that and held past that as well. So on this 5-minute chart, the stock price currently is sat just above this 100-day moving average here. I don't like taking a look too much at moving averages and 21-day EMAs just on this microscopic chart, but for those of you who do want to see it, the stock price bounced off this 100-day moving average and is now sat just above it. The 21-day EMA just crossed under that 50-day moving average, so we will want to see that go and cross back up over that. And I think it still has more steam to run ahead. Reason being, this decline here, the RSI did sort of trend downwards, and currently the RSI is at 46, so it is near neutral, if not a tiny bit oversold, but it is just near neutral. So after having this sell-off on this 5-minute chart, it might not be great to see. So if we switch over to this hourly chart, we are looking at another flag formation being formed right now. But then here's the thing, on this hourly chart, even though we are forming this flag formation, the RSI is sat at 74. So we could well see this price come down a little bit further. for this to come down a little bit further, to give you a few price points, I will draw a fib retracement because I think this is valid over here. So from the bottom of the run up to the top, if I draw this fib retracement, right now, as you can see, the price ran up to the top here. From the bottom of the run up to the top here at $8.85. I've drawn this fib retracement. This is the hourly chart. The 23 fib retracement comes in at $8.37. So we are sat just above that. We're sat at the 23% fib retracement. But with the RSI being slightly higher than it is, than it should be, it's in the overbought territory. We could possibly see this come down a little bit further. So the next level of support would be the 38% Fibonacci retracement, which comes in at $8.07. Now, the one after that comes in at the 50% fib retracement, which is $7.83. And if you remember, I did point out $7.82 was the level of resistance. So this is called confluence when two different ways of analyzing a chart or a stock, when they line up, this is confluence. So this confirms to me that this $7.82 or $7.83 point, that will be a stronger level of support because that acted like a previous resistance and now it is going to act like a level of support. So after this 23% fib retracement, you've got the 38% fib retracement at $8.07. After that, you are at $7.83, and the golden level of retracement is down here, 61% fib retracement, $7.59. Now we may not see that if this $7.83 holds up, because that seems to me like quite a strong level of support currently. So anywhere in between here, you could see the price come and bounce off. We are expecting this price to bounce off one of these levels of retracements. RSI is slightly overbought. That's why I am saying this, and it could come down slightly further. It could well also just bounce straight off this $8.37 point. So where it is right now, $8.40, you could just see this uptrend continue. It could just swing upwards because we are forming a flag formation here. Here's the pole here, run up, and here's the consolidation of price. So we could just bounce straight off this and run straight back up. But these are just some price points that I did want to point out, just so you know what is happening and what to look out for. So I've just marked them price points on the chart here. Top one being $8.37, next one being $8.07, and this one down here about $7.82. Hope I've not made the chart too messy for all of you. But now they're your levels of support. So now let's take a look at the first level of resistance, because the way this is looking, it seems like a bullish flag is forming and we could bounce off any one of these retracements. So to see the next level of resistance, I will have to zoom out slightly further. Now, a previous level of resistance was all the way back here on the 26th of April, which we got rejected at and saw the price come down. It came down quite heavily, to be honest. And that was that $7.82, which we completely smashed through today. Then another level of resistance was over here, which we got rejected at, which was at $8.19. We also smashed through that today. So we smashed through two levels of resistance and we closed above both of them, which is good. That is good to see. Now the third level of resistance lies exactly where we are now. So in post market, we've gone up to $8.45 now. So exactly there. If I zoom in on this bit over here, you can see that we got rejected over here previously, and that is at $8.46 is coming in at. So we are at that point right now. As you can see, if I move the chart a little bit here, that was a point that we got rejected at, and that is at $8.46. So these price points are quite close at the moment. They are quite close at the moment. $8.46 being the first level of resistance that we need to break through and hold above, and the levels of support coming below that, $8.37. So they are pretty close together at the moment. But this is still looking healthy because it seems like a flag formation is forming. The only thing is for this flag formation, if it continues to form, you may see this price run down a little bit, just because the RSI is slightly in the overbought territory. I can give you a good example of that right now. On Friday, so on Friday the 4th of June, we see the RSI. It was over here. It was about 70. What's that coming in about 76? It was at 76, and when the RSI was 76, it was this green candle over here, and you saw the RSI come down to about 59 here, and you saw that price come down too. So it formed this little flag formation before it had another breakout. And as it had that breakout, you saw that RSI run into the overbought territory again. See a high of 85. The high of 85 would have been up here. And now you're seeing that RSI come down again. So just like over here, when the RSI went for this pole here, this is the pole of a flag that was on Friday. You saw the RSI also run up into the overbought territory, and then you saw the consolidation of price, you saw the RSI run down. So it is nothing to worry about. Even if you see that stock price decline slightly further, just keep an eye out for these price points, because obviously if it breaks down below all three of these price points, you're going to see it fall much further than that. At which point, for those of you who do want to take profits, you may well take profits. But it seems like, just like Friday, a flag formation formed and we had a breakout, it seems like another flag formation's forming. Resistance $8.46, so I want to see a breakout through that. Obviously on this chart, the 21-day EMA is trading above all three moving averages, which is why I like to take a look at the hourly chart more than just the 5-minute chart. Volume was great for the day. Always good to see high volume. That's another thing we want to see, that stays high for the next few trading days. That's it for this video. If you appreciate that, drop it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.